In 1940, at the trial of Shaheed Udham Singh, and at the conclusion of the trial, the judge declared, as the government asked the judiciary to put a ban on all the documents of Shaheed Udham Singh. And the judge duly announced in the court to ban all documents relating to clear his court case and others for 100 years to 2040. Particularly the statement he read in the court. Various researchers from India, they attempted to have access to the documents from the Home Office. But the Home Office did not release any document. During late 80s, Shaheed Udham Singh Welfare Trust and the IWA, they resolved to make a project for the release of Shaheed Udham Singh banned documents. I was asked to take the lead for the project, along with me, Tariyatwa, Sarban Sangwal. There was one person in London, Mr. Vishen Mahe. So we started the project. Initially to write letters to the Home Office, and we not getting anywhere. We approached Claire Short, and she gave her full support by writing letters to appropriate departments in the Home Office and in the Foreign Office. So it was writing letters, the process was, and searching other documents where we can get the documents. For example, Mr. Mahay, he approached the registration office from where he received his death certificate. I approached Charanjit Kaur and Jasveer Singh daughter and son-in-law of Shiv Singh, who was very close to Shaheed Udham Singh. They had letters of Udham Singh which were written to Shiv Singh by Udham Singh. They sent photocopies of those letters. So basically it was banging on the Home Office door, and we made a breakthrough when John Major was Prime Minister and Michael Howard was the Home Secretary. In end of 96 and beginning of 97, we received a letter from the Home Office that visit the Home Office and the Home Office will show the files. In the letter they wrote, one person comes. On 31st January 1997, I went to visit the Home Office in Central London office, not Croydon. I arrived at the appointment time and there were two Home Office personnel. They met me, took me upstairs. They asked me to place my pen, watch, telephone in the tray. And they also requested me very politely, do I mind being searched? And I said no. So they looked into my pockets and they asked me to take my shoes off and my hat off. And they were satisfied. Then they asked that before they can proceed, they want me to sign an agreement. The agreement was to read the files and I cannot disclose what I read today until the files are released. Or whatever I write, I submit to the Home Office before making it public. So I was stuck. I asked them that I want to make a telephone call. They asked me what. I said, well, I'm a part of the Shaheed Udham Singh Welfare Trust, and We didn't make that decision, but I have to ask one person at least to have consent to sign the agreement. I phoned Teja. I explained everything to him. I asked him, do you agree for me to sign the agreement or not? If you don't agree, I will come back. I don't know who he telephoned. He said, phone me in 10 minutes. I phoned him in 15 minutes. In the meantime, while I was on the telephone, they brought me a cup of tea home office. Teja then said, Avtar signed the agreement that you will not disclose and particularly write and print anything or in the media. Agreement signed, I was taken into another room. There were several files on the table, and it took me about 5 hours to go through the files. And in the file there were some dummy pages as well, which I asked the officials, why these dummy pages? And they replied that these dummy pages are still being reviewed. I read thoroughly about nearly everything of 6 files in 5 hours. It was Crown prosecution file and 3 files of the trial, and 2 files regarding Udham Singh. In the files, his last statement in the court, which was first time anybody had seen, was 8 pages written in Punjabi, English, Urdu, which he read in the court, in which he stated particularly that down with imperialism, and if I die,